Choose life. Choose a career. Choose never too old to game. Welcome back, folks. I've been racking this weekend with the double weapon, double XP to try and get the LC10 and the FARA 83 maxed out for you guys. Checking them both out on Warzone, multiplayer, and zombies. Check out each of the next intros on Warzone, zombies, and multiplayer, and you will find out what I think about these two new guns. How are they going to be ranked in terms of are they good for Warzone multiplayer or zombies? And if so, are they going to be guns that they be competing? And we're going to see more use of these guns in this current season 2. Check it out now. Hope you like it. Make sure you subscribe, and hopefully we can get a couple of likes as well. Thank you very much, guys. See you in a bit. Welcome back, folks. We are now checking out the FARA 83 and the LC10 for Warzone. What do we think of these guns? Well, the FARA 83 has the worst recoil I've seen in an assault rifle for a long time. This gun is damn hard to control. In fact, it's so hard we don't want to be using it for many medium to long range engagements. This is clearly just an assault rifle for close to medium range. Therefore, what's going to win out? The FFAR1 against this gun. So, in my eyes, in my opinion, I don't think this gun is going to be a meta gun for Season 2. It's okay. It's got a good time to kill, but sadly, it don't make the cut. However, if you are going to be rocking it and you want to be trying it out, then let's check out these attachments, which I would definitely recommend using for the FARA. Agency suppressor, keep us on the radar when we're shooting. The ultralight barrel gives us faster bullet velocity, so lesser drop. Field agent grip to control that vertical and horizontal recoil, which is a right beast. Even though with this it doesn't really help. 60 mag, because you're going to need to get as many bullets as you possibly can on target. And if you miss, you're going to need them, trust me. So 60 round mag. And the Spetsnaz PKM stock. This gives us faster fire movement speed, aim walking movement speed, and the ADS fire movement speed. The only thing I haven't unlocked yet is the 54 ranking attachment for the stock. So maybe this one might be the one to go to, but until I check that one out and unlock it, the Spetsnaz PKM is the stock to be using. Now we're going to dive into the LC10. LC10, I like this gun. I do like it. I think this could potentially be knocking on the door with the Mag-10 as well as the MP5, Modern Warfare, and the Cold War loadouts. For me, this gun is fast, agile, removable. It's got a fast TTK. It shreds through armor like no belief, and it eliminates opponents once they're down like hot knife through butter. So what I would say is, if you're gonna rock it, check it out. Use this loadout. Agency suppressor, same thing. Keep us under the radar when we're firing. The task force barrels to give us the most damage we can. The only other one I'd be tempted to go with is the Ranger, but we're going to be using this for close to medium range engagements. So I'm more likely to stick with the task force. I will then be rocking the field agent grip to control that recoil. Once you've got these on, there is literally no recoil at all with this gun. It is a beast. For the mag, we're going for the biggest mag size. It doesn't really affect our aim down sight speeds at all. So we're going with the 55 round mag. And finally, the SAS combat stock, which gives the fast movement speed, aim walking movement speed, and the ADS fire move speed. I haven't unlocked the rank 54 stock, but I believe the SAS combat stock is the one I'll be using. This is the one I tend to use with my Mag-10. So check this out. This one is definitely viable for Warzone. It's good. Trust me. Check it out. Thank you for watching. So now we're going to check out the FARA 83 and the LC10 for multiplayer. And are these guns viable or not? And do they fit in any kind of playstyles? First of all, I don't think either gun is probably going to be a meta gun for multiplayer. The FARA 83 has awful iron sights and the recoil is awful. So for those close to medium engagements, it's got a good time to kill, but the AK-47 outshines this gun massively. And the fact of the MP5, also makes it look poor. It's, even the XM4, the Krig, it's just not a great gun. If you do want to rock it, these are the attachments I go with. You don't really want to be wasting on an optic, so you're going to have to lumber up with the crappy iron sights. However, the muzzle, we'll go with the KGB Eliminator to give us a little bit of help with the vertical recoil, and that's mainly what we're using that for. The barrel side, the Liberator, for that nice big bullet velocity. Some people might want to go for the effective damage range, but I don't like the effect of my sprinting movement speed. I rather have the impact of my aim walking movement speed. Body, not worried about. Underbarrel, the Spetsnaz grip, also another thing to help out with the vertical and horizontal recoil. And as you notice, that gives us a slow shooting move speed. Next, we go for the mag, which is a 50 round mag. And then we go for the stock and no stock. However, I will be changing this out to the KGB skeletal stock, which will basically take off any cons that we have for other attachments in Cartwheel for the sprint to fire and aim walking movement speed. Other than that, once I unlock that, I will check it out. But still, I think the AK-47, the Krieg and XM4 are much better guns than these ones. But it's checking out the new season guns, and sadly, this one doesn't crack it for multiplayer. The LC10, on the other hand, is a pretty decent gun. It's got no recoil. It's got a quite good mag size. For my attachment wise, it doesn't need an optic because the iron sights are actually pretty good. They're pretty sleek and pretty clean. For the muzzle, I go with the infantry compensator for that vertical recoil. Basically, it gives me no recoil at all with this gun. Barrel wise, go for the Ranger for the fastest bullet velocity. It does affect my aim walking movement speed, but we'll counteract this by when we attach the stock. Magazine size, I go for the biggest mag. Well, not the biggest because the biggest mag is 55 round. I go for the 52 mag. Just gives me quick reload speed, so I can quickly take down a couple of guys, reload again. Handle wise, I go for the Serpent Rat, which helps me with my aim down sight speed, which kind of helps me mitigate the cons of the 52 mag there. And for stock, I go for the no stock, but I will be changing this out for the Raider stock because I don't really do hip fire, and this will help me out with main walking speed and sprint to fire speed. I hope you like this. Check it out. See what you think. Thank you. Welcome back. So now we're checking out the FARA 83 and the LC10 for zombies. Well, first of all, the FARA 83 is definitely not bad for zombies at all. I've been using it quite a bit on Firebase and Outbreak, and it pretty much slays. It's good. You shove on the Shatter ammo mod, and this gun can shred. This gun actually, without pack punching, it actually does pretty damn well. And the vertical recoil, which is a right pain in the backside for multiplayer and for Warzone, gets negated here by the fact that we have all of the attachments unlocked, which is pretty damn good. So if we jump into it, optic wise, it does not matter. You could pick whatever your preference is, whatever you like. It does not really matter which optic you want to go for. Muzzle wise, the KGB Eliminator is pretty the best one. Helps with that vertical recoil and the increased equipment drop rate, which is pretty good. If you are suffering and you think this is not really helping you out with the horizontal recoil, then drop it down and just go with the Flash Guard 5.56. So it has no cons at all. Barrel wise, the 18.1 takedown gives us the most effective damage range as well as damage out of all the others, which is pretty good. And we don't want to be using the Spetsnaz RPK barrel. It may increase our firepower speed, but the vertical and horizontal recoil control is pretty poor. 20% and 15% cons. That is not what we want. Body side, we will go for the Tiger Team Spotlight for that increased salvage drop rate, and it only gives us a minus 10% for our sprint to fire time, which is pretty good. Under barrel, we counteract the recoil that we're getting with the vertical recoil and horizontal by having this Spetsnaz grip. So that's pretty good magazine size. We always go for the biggest mag size we can, because as soon as we pack a punch it, we get more ammo and so more pack a punch power. So it just makes sense. Don't go for 40, 30, tap fast. Just go for the biggest one you can. Handle size, speed tape, I just go for the basic one, 10% aim down sight speed. I'm not worried about the others, and I really don't want to be affecting my sprint to fire because I want to be able to fire as quick as possible if I'm under pressure. Stock wise, I go for the Raider stock, the shooting move speed and aim walking movement speed. It's ideal for zombies. We're not worried about the sprint to fire so much. We want to be about tracking on the zombies and shooting them and moving around quicker so they can't get to us. So the shooting move speed is ideal, and aim walking move speed is fantastic for this, which is great. So now we know the FARA 83 is a good one. What about the LC10? The LC10 sadly is not great at all. It's one gun I would not be taking into Outbreak, Die Machine, or Firebase at all. I've been using it for quite a bit, and until you pack a punch it, it is lame. It really does struggle. And once you pack a punch it, you need a lot of shots still. So you need to rank it up and get to level 3 on pack a punch. However, if you really do want to try it, and we do all know zombies is a good way for ranking up your weapons. If you do, then optic wise, go for whatever you fancy. But I like using the Cobra Red Dot muzzle side, the Sock and Eliminate for the increased equipment drop rate, and the nice vertical recoil control of 70% positive. I like on my barrel the Ranger for the bullet velocity. However, the only other ones, none of the others really count it. And this affects our aim, walking, movement speed, but we counteract this when we add our stock on. Body-wise, Tiger Team Spotlight for that salvage drop rate and the slow con off sprint to fire. Under barrel, the Field Agent Grip, which affects our recoil, which helps out. As you notice, our shooting movement speed is getting down and out on this one, but it's not too bad. So on the magazine size, 55 mag. So as we said before, always go for the biggest mag you can handle. Just aim down sight speed plus 10% with the speed tape. Not worried about any others. And stock wise, we want to counteract the issues that we've had. So we will drop in the shooter movement speed and the air walking movement speed by having the SA's combat stock. So that's what we will rock for this. Hope you like it, but I would not be using this for zombies at all. If you are, check out the FARA 83. That one's pretty good. Not the best, but not bad at all.